Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and being a producer of Wrestle Massacre as well as Inside Movies Galore, I am David Strege, and welcome to Delusions of Grandeur. Enjoy the reviews. I certainly did.
Okay, Dave, that's it. Screw you and your college flunkies. I've had enough of this from you and from everyone else. I know what you guys are trying to do. Break me down, drive me out of the force. Well, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than a lame prank like this to get Curtis Mooney to throw in his badge, so fuck you. Over.
Did you miss me? I guess not.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Delusions of Grandeur. I am your host, David Strege, and here I have another review for you, this time of a production company that hails from New York. And it is a no-budget film company where they don't put really any budget into their films. And they are directed, these short films are directed by Courtney Fathom with the help of a young woman by the name of Reverend Jen. And Reverend Jen, she was from Trauma's, the trauma side of things. She was from Terror Firmer. And the first film here in this 4 short film collection here is called The Sinful Bitches. It is roughly around 20 minutes. And he uses a lot of funny looking troupe of actors. I found this collection on your eBay. And I'd seen a review of the short films put out by my friend Michael Habernaffle over at Search My Trash reviews, and I found a copy of their collection on eBay, like I said. So I was glad to come across this one, as well as picking up Hold My Hand, Satan, which is a feature-length film directed by Courtney Fathom under Ass Studios as well. But as far as I know, this is the only collection put out on DVD of some of his earlier short films. And from what IMDb says, he's done many. In fact, from what I've seen of his films, they seem to remind me a lot of an Atlanta, Georgia a filmmaker that I know of called Gonzarek, or who has a production company called Gonzorific films. So, uh, but going back to The Simple Bitches, um, it was filmed in 2011. Um, like I said, it was roughly about a 20-minute film, and it was of a young couple come to New York City to find a place to live. One of them was to be an aspiring writer, and they spied a place to rent uh, in a sign in an apartment that they were walking near, and it seemed to be in their price range. uh, and $65, I think even I would look into renting a place. Now, when they went in, of course, they had to go up a flight of stairs. Um, and they meet a somewhat drunken lady at the door. She kind of shoos them away, but then she waves them back, and she's kind of an interesting character, kind of an artsy kind of dress. And this woman goes by the name of Winnie, and Winnie is played by Reverend Jen. And as she ushers them in, they realize that she has a son that goes by the name of Mangina, who just so happens to have absolutely almost nothing on except for a mangina that is made out of supposedly human hair. And this Winnie, she just so happens to have a huge collection of trolls around, and the place is kind of in disarray, just a bit, and Mangina starts to finger his Mangina, and basically the gist of the story is that they invite them in. They like the place, and then the husband goes off in search of a job, and meanwhile Winnie basically drugs the girl and pimps her out to become a sexual um, creature of the night, or it's and the husband comes back, sees that she is wearing some sexy negligee, and she is laying next to some uh, uh, sexual stuff that has cum that is not his own, and he tries to get her to leave the place. He does not think that it is any longer a place that she should be in, and she refuses. And it's kind of a kooky story, but it is enjoyable. It is laughable, and it's entertaining. For some reason, there are some gross moments, but it is definitely a weird short film, and that's how you get kind of introduced to this troupe of actors. And you can tell that Reverend Jen is obviously one of the actresses that Courtney Fathom seems to go to again and again in from short film to short film. But that in its, I mean, that is basically the Sinful Bitches. And from what I understand, there is a second um, short film called Sinful Bitches 2, where it kind of tells it from the male angle. And it's just laughably and uniquely enjoyable, and from what I understand, from what I gather, it kind of has a shall I say John Waters kind of a vibe, at least in this first short film. So in any case, let's check out some of these other shorts. And before I move on to the second short film in this um, filthy venture of short films, I just wanted to mention that I too caught on to the Sinful Dwarf um, reference of the Sinful Bitches. Um, Although you don't have a dwarf in here, you have the white slavery, light slavery ring. Um, to go along with all of that stuff. So, bravo. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go. So, the second short film in this particular set here from Ass Studios is called The Bitches of Bowery. And what we get here is a vicious gang of ladies in leather who are going through the streets of Lower East Side, York, terrorizing the shit out of men, as they hate men. And they come across a girl who is in this kind of a dive, kind of a bar, who is apparently waiting for a date who never shows up, and they kind of bond and have kind of a lesbian bonding, erotic kind of a session where they kind of have a little bit of an orgy, and then they gear up and go on a revenge thing to get back at the date. And it's done in black and white, and from what I understand, it is in fact part of a music video, which the music video for that includes this short film is actually part of the bonus features on this disc. But other than that, they put some different music in to make it a separate short film, and I liked it. It wasn't entirely the greatest thing, but it was definitely more of a noir punkish type, neo-punk type vibe to it. And it was entertaining. I mean, it was to see a story without dialogue, really. And I think that's kind of what makes this short film kind of artsy in the sense that it's trying to be told without words. So there we have it for the Bitches of Bowery. Definitely an interesting segue. This next short film is called Killer Unicorn. It is about 10 minutes. The last one, The Bitches of Bowery, was about 13 minutes. And this one has a bunch of adults in this troupe. I see the actor who played Mangina again here. And it's a group of adults that are playing like teenagers who are making fun of making fun of everything that they can, telling jokes and shit like that, and they think that they're funny. There is a character in here that is obviously openly gay, and he walks gay, talks gay. It's played by Faceboy, who also played the young man who was the aspiring writer um, in the Sinful Bitches. And he kind of skips to my darling along and gets bullied by this group of people, and they kind of like beat the shit out of him. And then goes home, and then he gets a package delivered to his door, and he opens it up, and it's a unicorn mask, and he ends up turning into. You obviously can tell that it's not him, but he turns around a couple of times, turns into this anti-hero with a unicorn mask, and goes up against the people who basically treated him like shit, kills them in uh, interesting ways. It's kind of a weird, kind of a weird situation, but um, it's done in a serious kind of a tone. I I don't know why, but I laughed my fucking ass off at this one when I first saw it. Um, but it was filmed in 2012, and it's definitely got that shot on video kind of a feel. And of course, when the killer unicorn is done, he comes back and turns back into the um, character that we knew from the beginning, and then he goes down, sits in the bar, orders a Shirley Temple, and the bartender is offended by that. And of course, he looks to the camera like he's about to turn back into that killer unicorn. So, it is a comically enjoyable little film, and it is it is entertaining. And you can tell that the people who are involved in this fairly little short film are having fun with it, and the characters that they, to me, it's like they are a comedy troupe in a sense. They each seem to do improv, and I think that's kind of what the director has gone for. Maybe they're scripted. I don't know, but they were entertaining, and the characters were relatable because I've known people who have bullied myself when I was a kid. So some of them were relatable, and I mean, there was a comment that one of them said, and he was like, "I haven't had sex yet." But yeah, definitely entertaining. I wouldn't have minded seeing more from this director. And this troupe, because it seems like they just had fun filming themselves in their artistic way or whatnot. So, seemed like a fairly interesting group of people. So, in any case, let's check out the next film, shall we? Hello. So this last short film on here was done in 2012, and it's called Elf Workout. It's roughly about 8 minutes, and it has the troupe of Ass Studios, along with Reverend Jen, doing some various exercise video, kind of done in the style of like if John Waters met Richard Simmons in a sweating to the oldies jamboree of Mouser size. Except Reverend Jen, she has put on some elf ears, and she has this cute little chihuahua. Face Boy has this glittery looking leotard on, and there is a fat guy doing some of these kind of things. And I believe that there are two other girls that end up showing up. One of them, I think, was in Killer Unicorn as one of the victims of the Killer Unicorn. And so on and so forth. And it's kind of kooky. And then we get Reverend Jen going on the mat and perspiring for a little bit. And so at the end of the short film that we see, she is she has taken off her shirt, and you get to see a little bit of topless Reverend Jen. So I think she is an interesting character throughout the short films that we see. She seems to be the guiding force behind many of these, and I think that's why her name is on the front of the DVD cover. But she reminds me of the kind of person that you would actually want to be around, because she is quirky. She seems to, no matter what she is in, to have this weird personality that seems to be photogenic and be the breath of life for some of these short films of Courtney Sells. So my favorite two short films on this particular set is The Sinful Bitches. Love the colorfulness and the feng shui-ness of the apartment. And the Killer Unicorn. For some reason, I laughed my ass off on that. That being said, I did, however, ever try to tag the director on Instagram. I don't know why, but he blocked me. But that being said, his films are funny and hilarious and entertaining. I just wanted said and out there that I wouldn't have minded getting to know Courtney Sell on a different level, because I think he, even though he did these on almost almost putting no money in, I think they were entertaining, and he used what storyline he could. They weren't entirely, the best acting, but you're not looking for the best acting when you find yourself watching entertainable people. So, in any case, on as bonus features, you get the music video for Diamond Snake, I think, Diamondback Snake, which is where you find the Bitches of Bowery, and then of course the Chihuahua that you see during the elf exercise video. It is doing a fashion show narrated by Reverend Jen herself. So that was kind of an interesting thing. You get to see a little bit about her personality. Cute little dog. And that is about the wrap of this. And I think there's a trailer for the new Sinful Bitches 2 that apparently at the time was coming out. So hopefully you enjoyed my description of these short films, and thank you for listening, and have a great day, evening, and morning, wherever you are. Just go out and watch these films if you can. Find this 4 short film thing, and let me know down in the comments what you thought of these crazy little short films. So thank you and enjoy. But like I said, the characters were entertaining, and I hope you just enjoy watching crazy shit. So thank you for listening. Have a great day, evening, and morning, wherever you are. Appreciate your time spent here on my page. Thank you so much.
You were good, kid, real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?